And it's like when you watch Indiana, coach went and got the guy from Ohio, and this year he got the guy from Cal. It's like Auburn, like they went after the guy from Oklahoma, the has been, and it's like, did you watch him in Oklahoma? What are you going to run quarterback power the whole season? And
Well,
it's
they're gonna
that's
they're gonna run with whatever their four offensive play callers are gonna do.
I mean,
Oh, what?
just like it doesn't make sense to me. It's just like what are we doing? Like it's just crazy to me when I watch all these people that go after these. I just don't understand why you wouldn't go after the low level guy that's really accomplished something and was successful. That's how I see it from a standpoint of, all the guys that are successful, that's why Penix is above yours. I mean, the guy was at Indiana really, really good. Texas went for the guy at Ohio State that didn't even play, and who won in the game. And I guarantee you Texas had a thousand times more talent than that UW team did.
Yeah, it was all about player development for Washington.
Yeah, but that's basically, I think if you go to portal, a lot of teams are going after guys that are what they were in high school or what they were. And I think I care about what you did last year. Teams that go, and I say this all the time about Indiana, the guy doesn't care if you played at, Division 15. Those guys, when you watch those catches last year, none of those guys were four-star guys. I mean, and that's crazy. Just like how what coaches just. But I think the thing that makes coach different is coaches from a lower level. And I think that makes you a better coach at the end of the day. And when you coach D2, you don't have all the money and resources like Oregon, where you can just go and say, "Oh, I want this guy, I want this guy." And the coaches that are from those lower levels, you have to find those guys, and then you have to in game stuff is much more coaching. And I think coach is a phenomenal coach.
Yeah, I agree, and that's why we're seeing them buck the trend because of all these star players because they are finding guys who are actually productive. That is the number one thing that he looks for when it comes to his recruits is he's looking for guys that have been there and done that at the place that they are at, and he knows when he brings them in, they're going to be guys who are ready to go and ready to produce, and they out scheme everyone, like you said.
I mean, yeah, it's just, I mean, it's absolutely phenomenal to watch because it's not one drive against Penn State. It's they did against Oregon, did against Penn State. He's done it against multiple teams, against Iowa. Um, and I think that's what makes him just. I think that he gets guys that want the ball in their hands uh, as they say in replacements. You winners want the ball in there. No, I just think they go find the Falcos. Anyways, he lost the Fiesta Bowl at Ohio State. No, I'm kidding. No, he goes and gets guys that are just like dudes. Like he doesn't care where they come from, and guys that they make big time plays in big time games. And I think a lot of these people don't necessarily go after that. I'm not a big believer in getting a ton of high school kids because of I want to see what you did in college. You only take a certain amount of guys in the NFL draft. I don't see NFL teams taking 25. Let's go. 25 rookies. Let's see how they would do. I'm just saying, like that's kind of where you're at, and it doesn't make a lot of sense to me to do that. But yeah,
Yeah, I agree with that.
totally. But yeah,